Hey, welcome to Nightwave Radio, powered by H Team Management, sponsored by CBD. It's health oil you can get for your animals and stuff. We will love it. Is that
Love
right?
it. Yes.
Love it.
You
Okay.
got it.
Hey, I did get it right.
You got it. Yeah.
Uh, she's a wonderful artist. Uh, Great music and stuff I've heard. I play it on Nightwave Radio. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you for playing my music and listening to me
You're
and
welcome.
supporting me. I really appreciate that.
Well, I try to do a lot of stuff. Okay, it is working. I try to do a lot of stuff for the artist. I've been doing this. I was telling somebody today I was trying to figure it out. My daughter will be 10 years old, so I've been doing this for about 11 years now.
That's awesome.
And I have tried to bring all the artists in that I can and play their music to get them heard in 17 different countries, 2.5 million people a month. Uh, I'm fixing to get back having a phone app so you can tell your friends, hey, you can hear me here on this station. Um, so I'm trying to work all that back into, and I'm working on for y'all to be on Alexa.
Oh, awesome. That's really, yeah,
Uh,
say us, especially the independent artists. We really we appreciate all the radio play and all of the exposure that we can get. So thank
right.
you for doing that for us.
So you will be for long. It's going. This is some new software I'm using. So not this, but what I'm using now for the radio station. So I'm trying to work it all out where it's going to let me put through Amazon on Alexa. It's going to let me put it on there, and all people's got to say, "Hey, I want to hear Nightwave Radio."
That's
And
cool. That's what I have
so,
some friends who have tried to get my music like by talking to Alexa, and it will only work. There's like a certain way, I don't remember, that you have to pronounce my name that Alexa will be able to find my music. It's always so funny. There's like a certain way you have to do
yeah,
it.
and also when you on when it's no DJ or anything. It's 24/7. So if it's in the queue, if I ain't mistaken, or in the list of music to play after the DJ gets off or whatever, if it's on there, people can search you for your name and they can request a song for. That's why I like this new software I'm doing because you also can request a artist's song, long as I've got it in that file over there. So
Yeah, that's
uh,
awesome.
I'm learning a lot about it. So I've had it for about a month now, and I'm changing from the software I've had to this for y'all. So
Very
as the
cool.
artists, and so outside all of this, songwriting. Um, uh, what all's been going on? You know, you had. I know. I don't know what's going on where you at, but songwriting and stuff. That's. Have you had time to do any of that?
Yeah, so it's been, yeah, a crazy few months. I just moved to Nashville just within the past couple of months, so that's been quite an adjustment, and I'm getting to do a lot more really cool things that you're able to do here in Music City.
Right.
So I have been getting to songwrite quite a bit, and co-writing is a huge thing here in Nashville. So back home in St. Louis, I wrote all of my songs on my own. I didn't really have the opportunity to collaborate with other songwriters. But here
Right.
in Nashville, I mean, you turn a corner and there's an artist or a musician or a writer. So it's been really, really cool these past couple of months to get to meet different songwriters and write together and collaborate and all of that. So I have been getting to write a ton, which has been really, really nice.
Yeah, that's one thing about Nashville. I've always wanted to go. Hadn't been there yet. Been through
Oh,
there.
really? Oh,
Yeah, I've been through there. I mean, when I was growing up, country music was me. I mean, anything about country music, I was there for it, you know.
Yeah.
Growing up, Dolly Parton, Johnny Cash, Waylon, all them older artists. You know, I grew up. Last night I was shocked, and I don't usually watch it all the time on the CMAs. Charlie Pride, he got the Willie Nelson Award,
Yes.
and I got to looking. I went and done some homework after that, seen how old he was. Back in well, I'll fix to tell my age a little bit. But back in 1966, I was 5 years old when he became a country artist, started singing. And that was awesome to hear. That's why I love country music and love y'all as an artist because when you got started, this is something I can say down the road, you know. Hey, I talked to Molly Lovette. You know, she's now a mainstream artist. I
Right.
had a chance to interview her. You know,
Yeah, that is really cool. I feel like a lot of the country artists are just they're real people, you know, down to earth. And then yeah, one day they make it big and become mainstream, and it's like that's why I really appreciate all of my fans now and journalists and people who I get to do
right.
interviews with, because these are the people that are supporting me when I'm not huge yet and I'm not whatever. But I really hope to be, and I believe that one day I will be. So it's really cool to have this group of people who support you so much from the beginning.
Well, the thing of it is with independent artists, and it's like I say to a lot of people, even locally here, when I talk to them, I tell them what I do sometimes. That they ask me, and I said, "Well, I play independent artist music." I said, "Which what y'all don't know? These guys work a 8 or 7 to 5 job, or 8 hour job. Then they go home and write music, and then they go maybe before all this happened, maybe do a gig, and then they go home, go to bed, get right back up next morning, go back to work tired, and then they might do two or three gigs on the weekend to make a little extra more money so they could record their songs." I said, "Y'all don't realize how much it costs for these guys to do it. They deserve to be heard, not behave, be heard." And
Thank you.
uh, this is something I take pride in. You know, I keep saying no award can honor what I do for y'all. Y'all can only one that honor me by sending you music, by giving me a chance. That's my reward.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's crazy. And I feel like a lot of people, unless you're in the industry or know someone in the industry, you don't really get it. I didn't get it until, I had to live it, about it is crazy, especially, now that I'm here in Nashville. There's not a ton of paying gigs here in Nashville. So I have been going back home to St. Louis and traveling a ton to make some money to play, so that I can come back and live in Nashville and write here and record and all of that. So it's quite a journey and a process that, yeah, not everyone really would know about unless you're in it.
No, yeah, this is something I've learned since I've been doing this. Is in my mind, it's like you said, people out here, they don't know because you're in Nashville, you just can't go down the street to the Bluebird and expect to draw a paycheck. You
Right.
actually go in there and play for free.
Yep.
People don't realize, they think these artists that's in these clubs in Nashville along Music Road that y'all going in there getting paid, and you're not.
Yeah,
You're
it was
trying to be
actually,
heard.
yeah, well, exactly. It's the exposure, and it's hoping that someone out there is somebody and is listening to you and likes you. I actually played a show, a writers' night, last week at Alley Taps here in Nashville, and I was just so excited because now that I'm in Nashville, I've been so used to playing for free, and I
Right.
walked in to Alley Taps and they had a tip jar out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make tips tonight. Like, this is awesome. And there were four of us up on stage, and so all together, after we split it up, we all made $11, and I cannot tell you how excited we were that we made $11 getting to go play. So it's just, yeah, it's very different now here in Nashville.
Well, I got a buddy. He's in Florida. He's up in his 60s, 70s, somewhere in there. He's been about around music. He was back when Johnny Cash and all of them over there writing songs in Nashville and stuff. And he used to write with some of the artists, mainstream artists. What I'm getting at, he was telling me back in the 80, 89, somewhere in there, used to before then, the label would come to like the Bluebird or somewhere and say, sit there and listen. They like you. They say, tell whoever's running, I want to talk to that person, or they'll walk up to you. And he said, nowadays, they don't care. They'll go in there, but unless you got $30,000 to give them, they don't want it, and you got a lot of fans and stuff going on, they don't want to know you.
It's a much different world today. I think, yeah, partly with the social media and all of that too, like, people don't realize how big a role, followers on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter play. The labels and people in the industry, they look at that, and if you don't have thousands and thousands of followers, it's like, well, you don't have enough people liking you, so we're not interested yet. It really, you could be amazing, so talented, great, but if you don't have all those followers on social media, then it's kind of like whatever.
Well, see, it used to be, especially when I was growing up, you had country music in Nashville. That's all you heard is artists like y'all. Mm-hmm. Now you got all kinds of cultural music there. I mean, it ain't, you got pop, you got soul, you got rock, you got all that sitting in Nashville when it used to be nothing but you and the other country artists out there.
Yeah.
Talking about music in Nashville and stuff, and the COVID virus and stuff like that, and writing songs. The music that you write, do you write it about something happened in your life, or when you co-write? Because that means a lot too to a lot of people.
That's what all of my songs that I write are pretty much about me and my experiences in my own life. Sometimes about friends or other people that I know, but I write about my life, my experiences. I think it's the easiest thing to do, is to write what you know. But then it's what's relatable. If I'm going through a breakup and I write a song about it, I know that there's some other girl out there who has felt the same way or is feeling the same way, and hoping that they hear that and get a little peace knowing that they're not alone, and that everyone feels that way and goes through things. So yeah, I always write about me and my own life.
Well, I was going to joke with you and put you on the spot there for a second, but it's like Taylor Swift. That's how she got her big start.
Yeah.
No, seriously, she wrote about her life.
Mm-hmm.
And country music, from as far as I know, growing up, is about what? Your life.
Yeah, and that's what I love so much about country music is the songs, the stories, the experiences that are written about. They're real life things, and that is why I think so many people are drawn to country music. That's for sure one of the big reasons why I love country music, and grew up listening to that, and now write those kind of songs as well.
What got you started into music outside of growing up listening to it? Your idol. Who was your idol? Growing up.
Yeah, so funny you mentioned Taylor Swift, because I kind of grew up in that whole Taylor Swift era. So she was like one of my very first CDs, and I went to a bunch of her concerts, and grew up wanting to play music like her, and perform and be on these big stages and do the whole thing. I grew up singing, and I took piano lessons, I learned the guitar, all of that. I was always super into music. But seeing concerts and and getting to kind of be in it with those artists and see them perform and everything. That just was like, I knew that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I was meant to do and going to
Yeah,
do.
there you go.
Yeah.
It's like I remember when she was 14 years old, and Leanne Ryan was real young, younger than that when she started singing. Uh, I think she was on. I forgot. It was on CNT. She was singing that music and stuff like that. Yeah, it's amazing. The young guys and young ladies like y'all uh, get out there and learn all this stuff, and it's amazing the songs y'all come out with. Uh, I enjoy listening to all of them. The love songs, the breakup songs. Uh, I mean, it means a lot. Growing up, uh, listening to people. Why you listen to country music? It ain't nothing but a beer drinking, sad, crying music. Well, I'd rather listen to that because it's about somebody's life. If they've been in prison or they've been a drug addict or it's talking about somebody, where they been.
Exactly. And there definitely is the, beer drinking, driving your truck, that kind of music, which I also like to listen to. It's fun.
Yeah, well, I do too,
It's good, but I feel like a lot of people who, aren't big country music fans, that's always their excuse or their whatever. Like, oh, it's just a bunch of like dogs and trucks and whatever. But it's like, no, if you listen to that other kind of country music, it's beautiful, and it touches people, and that's what I strive to do with my music.
But if you look at it also, open the door and look behind the curtain, they over listening to it too. So
Exactly.
they look, they might say they love rock and roll and stuff, but they also, if they study the history of country music, where it all come from, they would understand, rock and roll, yeah, it's in the country a little bit, and it's this and it's that, but it actually, follow the history of music. Country means a lot to a lot of people, especially y'all artists, Where do you have a website? I know you got a Facebook page, but the thing of it is, I like for you and to tell your fans so they can hear it. Also, where they can go buy you music and stuff like that at. And if you got a new single, go ahead and tell them about that.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, my website is mollylovett.com. Super easy to remember. And all my socials are Molly Lovett. So I'm pretty easy to find. And yeah, I'd love for you guys to follow me. And I cannot express how much I appreciate the support and the follows and all of that. It means more than you guys know, for sure. And yeah, I'm super excited about, my whole journey and the new music. So yeah, I just announced this morning a new Christmas song that's going to be coming out next Friday. Yeah, it is my own little rendition of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. So I'm really excited. It's very different than a lot of the other versions of songs that are out there of that, that Christmas song. So
right.
Kind of made it my own, and I'm excited for everybody to hear it.
Well, see, that's another thing about music too. You can pick a song that's been out there for 10, 20, 30 years, and you can break it down and change the lyrics a little bit, or change the way it sounds, or change a note in there. I mean, not a word, and make it your own.
For sure.
And sometimes it sounds better than the original song, and sometimes it don't. But you still got to look at, hey, I tried.
Yeah, and I think that's art, is taking something and doing something else with it, being creative and yeah, making it your own. So yeah, it is a very different version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. But I'm proud of it. I like what we did with it, and hopefully, y'all will like it as well.
Yeah, it won't be long. Around Thanksgiving, I'll crank up the Christmas music the next day.
Yes. I am
Uh,
like, I've been ready for Christmas for forever. I love Christmas. So it's like Halloween and I'm ready.
well, my wife come by about 3 weeks ago. I was sitting there, and off and on during the year I do it if it's something I like. And I was sitting there watching Netflix, and I was flipping through trying to find all the Christmas movies that they come out with this year or coming out with. And I was sitting there watching one new one they had Christmas movie. She looked at me. You already watching Christmas? Yeah. It ain't time yet. Well, I start watching them up to December the 1st when the old fashioned Christmas shows come back on, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes.
You're never too old to watch that stuff to me.
No, that's what my family every year we watch Rudolph and all of
Santa
those
Claus coming
movies.
to town.
Right. All of it. Yes. I love Christmas. So I am excited for the song and yeah, just for the holiday season in general. We
Yeah.
all we all need a little lifting of spirits and all of that after this year. So
Yeah, this year has been, everything to a terrible year for everybody. And to hear y'all come out and say and do what y'all try to do on Facebook, uh, what y'all try to do when you take over people's Facebook pages and do shows. Also, and generally just get out and say how y'all feel, uh, about music and stuff. It's about like anything else. It should pick people up instead of putting them down. I mean, you make them smile. Uh,
yeah, that's the goal. That's what, I know that, yeah, we're all struggling this year and, everyone in very different ways, as artists and musicians, we can't go play shows for anyone. And, the fans are missing live music as well. And so, yeah, getting to do the Facebook takeovers or, the live streams, has been, uplifting for the fans and for the artists as well. We all miss it, and yeah, that's the goal is just to bring a smile and to make people happy, kind of forget what's going on in the world for a little bit.
I've been told I don't smile enough when I do these shows, but what people don't understand, I grew up being told to listen, to learn, and so uh, I sit here and listen, but also you see me smile too when certain things that's being said to make people happy, as you are saying. But also, I have to watch my eyes too because it makes me feel honored, and I wish it'd make everybody else in this country feel honored to listen to y'all, to listen to the words y'all say, because, like you said, you write about your life. You write what happens into your life. And if you co-write with somebody, y'all try to bring both lives together. And people don't realize how much that means to me, especially, but how much it means to listen to these songs, no matter if it's a crying song or a happy song, or as I said, a beer drinking song, or you said a truck driving, pickup driving song. It's all about loving one another and taking care of one another. And to be able to play an artist's music, to go out and buy your songs on iTunes or Spotify
Yeah.
or God, I just said it earlier before we got
Oh, Amazon, Alexa.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these places you got your music out there to be able to do it. You
Oh, yeah.
know, that helps y'all out because again, people don't realize, hey, just going up there standing and singing and making $11 or making $100, when you go out and record that song, it costs you five to maybe some people $3,000 record one single song
Yeah,
to put
it's
on a CD.
yeah, it's a lot of behind the scenes and money and time and things that go into that. So it is really cool when, people do buy it on Amazon or Apple Music, iTunes, or stream it on Spotify, and they'll, share a post saying that they've been listening or they bought the song and whatever, whatever it may be. It's always so cool because, yeah, we put so much time and in money and effort into, making music. So when people, take the time to listen and share that, it's so rewarding for sure.
Well, and another thing, when y'all make the videos to the song,
Mm-hmm.
some of the artists make it with what they got at home, a telephone or a camera, video camera, or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, it costs because of all the props and stuff y'all use. It still costs to make that song, and then all that. We got a couple chats that were when we was talking earlier about money and stuff about in the 80s and 90s and stuff when country music changed around. This guy said, I agree with you. And then this lady right here, our gentleman, saying hi to you.
Hey.
And he'll join you later.
Hey.
So
thanks for joining. Cool.
Yep. So that's the nice thing about learning about these new software I picked up this year is the things I can do with it, just about like a TV station.
Yeah,
no
it is.
comments.
Yeah, all the social media has played such a big role these past, few months, like we said. So it is really cool to get to do these different, live streams and interviews and virtual things.
Well, again, I do it for the artist. Here's another one from Paul. It'll pop up there.
Oh, hey, Paul. Thanks for joining.
But it's pretty neat. This new software is coming out because back when I started this, I didn't know nothing about any of this stuff. And over the years, like this one here I'm using now, it's been out, I think, three or 4 years, and I just found out about it this year. Radio.co is a new software that I've heard about, but I hadn't really tried it. I've been using something else that I've been using the whole time. So I'm trying different things to make it better for y'all. To be able to do shows like this, to be able to play you music 24 hours a day. I spend a little money here and there. If concerts ever get back and y'all out this way, I'll say, hey, I want to come in and set up sound and stuff. Here's one in California. Or that's where he's from. Same guy.
Don, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. So he was saying he's become fans of so many artists he wouldn't have found, and that is one of the pluses of the lockdown and all the COVID stuff is getting to do this. I've met so many artist friends, musician friends, through Facebook and Instagram, and so many new fans who knows if we would have connected or met if it wasn't for for all of these virtual events and things. So there's a silver lining there for sure.
Yep, I agree with you because I go and like you got you do a song or something, or one of your friends that does music, and you turn around and share it, then I get to see it because you shared it because I'm a friend of yours, or as on your member page, one of your pages, you like them. And so, I like them and I'll get to see all that stuff, and I'll go out and listen to their music outside of what you just sent or their picture or whatever. And I chase artists down like that, or Nicole. Yeah, that's right.
Nicole. Yeah.
I talked to her. I found, somehow we got met this year. And got together, and she's a wonderful lady. And I met another one there in Tennessee that does the same thing she does almost. H Team Management, she got an artist that she manages, but she's hooked me up with a few people. We got another guy that does something similar to me, but he does it by phone. but he's in Texas, and he does the Texas Red Dirt music. So,
Oh, cool. Yeah, ton of connections have been made, and yeah, my publicist Nicole is awesome, and she's been able to connect me with a lot of journalists and people this past year. So yeah, it's been cool, and getting to promote the new songs and the music video for One Woman Show, and now the new Christmas song. A lot going on, so I'm
well, I
excited.
hope as long as I can do this, as long as you got songs, and every artist out, independent artist out there that's got songs, if I got them, they'll be played.
Well, that's awesome. Thank
And
you.
because I get them every day, but you can't put them all on there every day. But somewhere down the road, it will get played. Now, Christmas, you don't get a ton of them, so yeah, all of them will get played during the Christmas season. But I try, and I pay for everything. I don't. This is something that I give back, as I call it, paying forward. I pay for everything myself, and I pay it forward for the artist. I believe in them. I love them, no matter he or she. Uh, it's just something I grew up loving, this music and gospel music and stuff like that. And I
Yeah.
try to pay it back forward to the bluegrass, to the country, to the gospel, to the only one I can't stand is growing up. We always call it the elevator music when you get in the elevator or something.
Oh, like jazz? Is that what you
No,
mean?
it's something else. You hear it in the elevator, or
I
used
don't
to. They
know.
don't do it today. It's something like jazz, but I
Something
couldn't
like that.
understand some of that music.
Yeah.
All you had was instruments and stuff. It
Yeah.
didn't really have an upbeat to it, where you could uh, enjoy it. To me,
Yeah. I feel like to do what you do, and what we do, anyone in the music industry, you have to love it. You have to have that passion for it, growing up or whenever, however. But there's got to be that love and passion for music for sure to be able to do this.
right? As I'm like y'all, I spent a lot of time behind the scenes. Uh, Before I got sick and the doctor retired me, I sit behind the scenes. I work 9, 10 hours a day. Come home, cook supper, and go up to, as I call, my office and studio, and sit there and work on websites, work on downloading music, putting it on. Uh, at the time, I didn't have all the software I got today. So
Yeah.
um, I know we said 30 minutes and we went 3 minutes past. Uh,
That's all right.
no, I was looking at the time, but I was trying to get out there by how happy I'm glad you're on.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really,
I hope you
again,
come
appreciate
back. I hope I didn't run you off. I hope you come back
it.
and we'll do
No,
this again.
of
Uh,
course. Yes.
uh, Nicole just put one message up there.
Aw. Hey, Nicole. Thanks.
But I loved it. I love talking to you. I'm
Thank
glad,
you.
I'm
Yes.
glad you come on. I'll be listening at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
Like
I'm excited for the takeover. We'll get
take
to
over
play
on
some music.
Nightwave Radio.
Yes.
Uh, Letting everybody know that. Uh, but I appreciate it, Molly. I hope you good luck.
Thank
Uh,
you. Thank you so much for all you do and playing my music and supporting all of us independent artists. We appreciate
like
it.
I was joking with a young lady on Tuesday night, I done a show with a one there in Tennessee, and I was picking at her. I said, all I want is a backstage pass, uh, a T-shirt, and a picture I can hang on my studio wall. I says, if you go big in 2021. And she said, okay. So I'm trying to tell all of you, that's what I
All
want.
right.
Don't send me a big plaque says, hey, award and stuff. No, I just want a T-shirt a picture sign, and because I'm gonna put up under them 2021 and the month and the year. I mean the month and the date you went pro, and
All right.
that'll make me more happier than anything to see all the female and male artists out there be able to have a chance to do that.
Yes. Well, I will make sure I send a T-shirt and a picture your way, hopefully soon.
God bless you. Take care. Be safe out there with all this that's going on.
Thank you. You too.
Send me the information that you said you was going to get to me. Have Nicole to send it so we get the right page,
Yes.
and the right name, so I can get all that set up for you.
Yes. Live tonight.
At 7 o'clock. Everybody come on or be prepared to look at Nightwave Radio Station LLC Facebook page, and you will see Molly Lovette, a wonderful lady, a wonderful songwriter and artist, tonight at 7 p.m. Central, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
We got, right quick, I'm going to show these so you can see them.
Daddy. Hi.
And then there he's back, here he goes again.
Oh, awesome. Well, guys, we'll see you guys tonight. We'll play some music. It'll be fun.
We enjoyed this Nightwave Radio. You can find me at www.nightwaveradio.net. I got another station called hightidecountry.net. You can go check us out there. It plays the same thing that the videos and music from these artists right now. I was trying to separate them where it wouldn't play it at the same time, but it's hard to do with the new software. So you can go check these artists out. Eventually, I'll be working on their biography and where the music are sold again, and updating these other pages on where you can go and find their music too. But look them up. God bless you. Be safe. Take care. And I'll see you tonight at 7 Central.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody, for watching. See you
Bye-bye.
tonight.